about when you're not shooting well, how do you win basketball games? You rebound and you force turnovers. The one thing Chicago has not been able to do other than game 2 when they forced 23 turnovers is to get New York to throw the basketball away. Tonight we see them turning it over.
Mason again breaking the press. The Bulls on an 8-0 run. The Knicks had one run like that earlier. Knicks having real problem holding on to this ball.
Well, they've scrambled the game right now. Chicago has got New York excited offensively. They got them out of their rhythm.
Here's Anthony. He's had trouble delivering the ball, but he's had no problem taking shots, even though his percentage is very low.
He's absolutely fearless. This young man has unbelievable confidence.
Jordan driving past Starks. No problem. Bulls by 2.
No shot blocker back there. See, Ewing gets 2 fouls. It opens up the middle. No one steps in. That's 3 layups that Chicago's gotten in this game that I've not seen them get in the series.
Pat Riley, wanting to take the crowd and the Bulls out of this run, calls timeout with 2:23 to go in the first quarter, and the Bulls up by 2.
The Bulls play great team win. The fans win too, courtesy of the
Welcome back to Chicago, where the Bulls carried their slim lead into the second quarter, with Chicago's bench starting to play their part and 2 early fouls on Patrick Ewing. The Knicks look like they have a job on their hands.
We got to keep our eye now. The one thing that the bench has struggled through most of this series. When the Bulls bench plays even or ahead, they've been able to win. The Knicks bench has been better in 2 of the 4 games.
Wilkins missing. Rebound to Will Perdue. Bulls by 4. Offensive foul on Chicago. It's on Scott Williams. Williams and Perdue and the big men off the bench are going to have to bring some physical play to Chicago. So far, they have not given them those hard fouls that the Ed Nealys used to give the Chicago Bulls.
Absolutely, and they're going to have to go to Patrick Ewing right now. With Will Perdue in the ball game, he can go to him and score.
Looking for Ewing. Armstrong with a steal off Starks.
Boy, Pat Riley's upset at the carelessness of the ball, of the guys handling the basketball.
Hodges for 3. Bulls' biggest lead in the game. A lead of 7.
The Ewing has not touched the basketball, and Starks and Anthony have been very careless passing. They've got to get him the basketball.
There's Ewing waiting for the double team. 7 to shoot. He has to force the shot. Air ball.
Way to stay up on Hodges.
Loose ball foul on Scott Williams. That's 2 quick ones on the rookie from North Carolina.
See, Hodges is one of these guys you can bring in, and he can ignite this crowd with his shooting. He's one of the few guys, Bob, I've ever been associated with that can sit for 40 minutes and come in and hit 3 straight 3-point shots. He's an incredible guy to have on your team as a specialist to bring in.
10 minutes to go in the first half. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Chicago defense tremendous right now. Offensive foul on Anthony, no?
He's fouled hard as he drives into the middle. The Bulls dishing out some physical play there. And that's Scott Williams with his 3rd. But Doug, as the coach, as the former coach, you know that you need to use the fouls of these guys. Maybe not this fast.
Well, Scott Williams is all right, though. I mean, you know, he wants to establish himself inside. You know, Scott Williams is only going to play 15, 16 minutes max anyway, so if he picks up 3 fouls, it's really no big deal. Cliff Levingston will come in the game right now.
And that was the first free throw for the Knicks in this ballgame.
So Cliff Levingston played very well for this Chicago team in the second round of the playoffs last year against Detroit, and also against the Lakers in some stretches. He has really been invisible in the playoffs in the first 6, 7 games.
Bulls by 6. The Bulls 6 of 8 from the line, and now the Knicks 1 for 2. Pippen against McDaniel. Ewing missed the block. Perdue with the offside rebound and jam.
Ewing came over to give help. No one rotates down to pick his man up. You cannot give Will Perdue those kind of baskets.
Here's the double team trap. Almost stolen as Livingston stepped into the lane. 10 to shoot. Knicks in a frenzy because of this Chicago defense.
Chicago just absolutely scrambled the game. They have gotten it completely out of their offense. in with Mark Jackson to try to calm his team down. Mark Jackson does not have the speed and quickness, but right now these young guards are rattled.
Daniel gets the rebound. Bulls by 9 minutes to go in the first half.
Well, they need to score right now.
Ewing with a big rebound. He can't hold it. 4 on 3. Hodges from Pippen. Bulls by 11. 8:39 to go in the first half. Chicago on a 12-1 run, and the Chicago bench arrived here tonight in Game 5. Great defensive play by Chicago.
Well, I'm going to circle the shot clock for you up here so you'll see it. And now the defense of the Chicago Bulls. You're going to see B.J. Armstrong. He's going to come back and get a piece of the basketball. Right here, hold it up right there, the double team. Look at Livingston playing 2 guys. The pass comes out of the double team. And no shot. Excellent defense. And what Chicago has done, they have taken New York out of their offense, out of the rhythm. Patrick Ewing set down. The score was 14-10, and since then they've been outscored 22-5.
Last 7 minutes, 40 seconds. This Chicago bench has played very, very well. Armstrong, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Hodges, 2 3-pointers. Purdue, a dunk and a rebound.
See, I think it's a good substitution. Mark Jackson in the game. He does not have the quickness, but he has more experience than Anthony. He'll try to calm this team down a little bit.
Wilkins with 5 to shoot, hits the open jumper, and the Knicks quieten the crowd a bit and now trail by 9.
Pat Riley's big concern is when the role players, the specialists of Chicago, perform well, and they are doing that tonight.
Offensive foul called on Chicago. It's on Cliff Livingston.
That's just doing a little bit too much. Cliff Livingston is an offensive rebounder. He's a guy that gets out and runs the lane. When he tries to put the ball on the floor, he gets himself in trouble.
Third offensive foul on the Bulls in this game.
Got the switch. Ewing against Livingston if they get him the ball.
There's the pick and roll, but McDaniel can't get him the ball. Now 5 to shoot. Wilkins with the penetration. I think he looks like he's hurt. Wilkins having trouble getting up.
I think he looked like he might have sprained an ankle or got kicked in the leg. I do not know. He sort of lost sight of him when he went into the lane, but right now he's gimpy. They get in the lane. Let's see if we can see where it happens. Right there, he rolled over on his left ankle. Oh! Now see, Buck, he has to stay in the game. You're going to see it right there. He's going to land on the ankle and the rollover. He has to shoot the free throws because if Pat Riley takes him out of the game, he cannot come back in.
This is only the 3rd free throw of the game for New York. Wilkins doesn't move off his ankle, but drops the free throw. Bulls by 8. Now, Horace Grant, Michael Jordan back in the game. A big round of applause for Craig Hodges. Pippen also gets some rest.
Well, see, Hodges goes in and gives him 6 quick points as we talk about the importance of that 3-point weapon. You know, if I'm Chicago, I go right to Michael Jordan against Gerald Wilkins right now because he's limping. I have him take the ball right by him.
They posted Jordan against Wilkins. Wilkins staying with him. Rebound Ewing. Wilkins really didn't have to face much of a Jordan move.
No, Michael tried to post that time. Michael looked like he's a little quick with his shot. I think he's looking for when Ewing's coming over from the weak side. He's only 2 for 6.
Down to Ewing, over Purdue. Ewing will go to the free throw line. Purdue called for the foul, his first.
I think the insertion of Mark Jackson was very, very important. They've now scored 4 straight points. They've gotten the ball into Ewing. They're in their offense now. Again, Anthony, not to try to pick on him, but we see Ewing